and welcome to Global Boxing Network. I'm Prophecy Onassis here with my colleagues Brendan Gibbons and Mario Serrano, two of the coolest cats that I know and that I've been around in a long time. Guys, it's looking good today, man. What's going down?
It's a great day. It's our first show of 2026. We're gonna dig deep into a few of the fights in 2025. Got some momentum already going in the start of this year. Got some big events coming up.
Yep.
I mean, boxing's hot right now.
It is.
No matter what.
It's hot. We got some recap, like you said.
Yes, sir.
We got some stuff that's sizzling that we've been doing as a team.
Yep.
We got some stuff that we're doing with some big names in the industry. And
Yes,
I
indeed.
couldn't do it with better people, guys. And by the way, Brendan, your Easy Lean had one of the sponsors.
Shout
It's
out
kind of
Easy
fly,
Leans.
bro.
It is.
Shout out to Easy Leans,
Shout out
man.
Easy
Let's
Leans.
get it, you know?
And before we get started, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe to the Global Boxing Network on all platforms.
On all platforms. Hey, what the fuck was that? That was his money.
That was my money dropping out of my pocket.
Damn, that was a big, that's a whole lot of fucking money.
Gold bricks.
Let's go. So we're gonna go back a little bit, man. We did some cool stuff last year leading into this year.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the coolest things that I was a part of is when, you know, we had fights in the building, was amateur.
Yep.
But one of the cool things that I had a good time was when we went for Thanksgiving to Pachanga.
Yep.
And
Oh, yeah.
you did an excellent job promoting that fight and getting ready to do it again.
Yep.
And we
April
spent,
3rd.
you know, I found a pretty good Thanksgiving dinner. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, the Pachanga, we're going back there. April 3rd, we were there last Thanksgiving. We had a stellar show. It was a sold-out crowd. I think about 3,900 people. Manny Pacquiao's son made a pro debut. He got a draw, which is controversial. But for Manny Pacquiao Promotions fighters, it seems like that's the rhythm.
Yeah.
You know, Manny got a draw with Barrios, his son got a draw, and then Isaac Pitbull Cruz got a draw. So the Manny Pacquiao Promotions, I guess, is the draw.
Drawing it up.
They're the draw, no pun intended.
They're
the draw.
Right, they're the draw. It was a great show.
It was, yeah.
sold out pretty much. We had several days there
Yep.
in Temecula.
Yes,
The weather was great.
Yeah.
We was golf coursing.
beautiful place.
There was a lot of
Yeah.
star-studded people there, by the
Yeah.
way, too. It was a good place to
Yep.
spend time there, and we're going to do it this year again. So pay attention to the show that's
April
going to be
3rd.
coming up there. Maybe you can get out there and enjoy
Yeah.
us for Thanksgiving.
And if I can
coming up.
comment on that show,
Yeah.
El Rey put on a hell of a performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Cesaro
undefeated kid.
Lorenzana, yep.
The undefeated
Right.
kid from San Diego.
Fought Luis Aries.
I thought
we had Luis on here.
Luis also put up a great fight.
Hell of a fight.
And I do believe he's fighting this Saturday.
Who?
Luis?
Luis is?
I do believe so.
Really? That's
Yeah.
what happens when you stay in the gym. You get opportunities.
Get opportunities
Yes.
and get right back at the grind.
I thought you were going to say Lazaro. Lazaro will be back
No,
April
Luis
3rd.
Arias, I do believe is fighting this
Wow, that's amazing.
Saturday on the Barrios
Wow, that's crazy.
Ryan Garcia card.
Yeah, we're back at the Pachanga in April on the 3rd. It'll be Easter.
It'll be Easter.
Easter, yeah. So
Now-
we're doing an Easter weekend.
Oh, so we won't be having Thanksgiving dinner. We'll be having this one's coming up soon.
Very soon, yeah.
Oh wow.
So
we don't get a break.
Brendan, if I don't mind, can you give us a little bit of insight on some of the rising stars, some of the prospects on that card, and who's the main event?
Yeah, we have obviously again Lazaro Lorenzana, hell of a
Okay,
fighter.
so he's coming back.
Middleweight
Okay.
kid, 17-0 with I think 13 knockouts now.
Yeah.
He's fighting a tough Venezuelan kid that'll be announced here pretty soon. In the main event, we have an IBF World Title fight with Pedro Tataran and Smiley Gonzalez, a Hispanic kid. It's for the
Nice.
minimum weight IBF World Title fight. Both of those dudes just know how to fight, come forward, and it's going to be a hell of a show. Manny Pacquiao will be there again. His son is also fighting again in his second professional fight. And the rest of the card are just local kids, and it's going to be another stellar show. So
Yeah, and if you haven't
looking
been to the
forward.
Pachanga, it's a very, very nice venue. Everybody has a good seat. It's very enclosed.
Yeah.
It's just a really, really nice
State-of-the-art
casino.
facility. They have
It's,
everything.
man, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew it was a large
No.
facility like that.
Yeah.
And they have more floor games to win and lose money on than I've ever seen in my whole entire life. But guess what? I cooked when I was out there. I was down there all the time. Man.
It's amazing to go to the casinos because you're born in Vegas or you're in Vegas and you're in a casino, and then you're going to a California casino and you're like,
Hey, I'm at home.
I'm at home. I'm at home. I'm at
Right.
the casino eating the buffets and eating some good dinners and good food, and it smells good in there.
Right.
So,
It was amazing.
Yeah.
One of the things that I liked coming out of the last year till now, and what I've noticed on a broad spectrum, I have to give boxing credit for everybody that's involved, not just us, every single person at the high level to the low level. One of the things I'm really liking is I'm really liking the way people are matchmaking.
Yes.
Yes.
Am I wrong? It's like people are taking very, very good care of how the sport of boxing should come from when it comes to how the battles are picked to go inside the ring. And could you speak a little bit?
Well,
of
good
your
matchmaking is very, very key. And the matchmakers, they know what they're doing. They're at all different levels, but you want to get contrasting styles that are going to be exciting fights for the fans.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the key for a matchmaker. I mean, he doesn't have to be undefeated, the greatest record. You know, you just got to come with your A game and find the styles that make sense. And, you know, matchmaking fights like that, it's an art. It really is.
Yeah.
You know?
And you're giving way to some really good, not just young talent, but this is something I would like to point out. Young talent comes in from a standpoint of the sport itself, of who's in the ring, but there's also young talent such as who's going to be the next promoter, who's going to be the next big promoter. A lot of these guys, they're gurus. They've been around a very long time. Some of them are, no matter what we say, it's nothing against it. Your time's coming, and it's time for some new guys to get in the sport, and I think you're one of the pure examples of that, coming in and showing what you could do, and coming from a lineage of a family such as your father and others. But one thing I like about working with you, you are not like a shadow son. You walk in the way you walk in and dance the way you dance.
Very hard-working man right here.
Yeah, so tell me what
work.
you would tell somebody that's trying to get in to the promotion side of things that could help them, since there's a lot of newcomers coming into this. What would be the base scenario to give them a boundary?
It kind of just references back to life, and as life knocks you down, whether it's a boxing promoter, whether it's a teacher, whether it's anyone in life, you always have to get back up.
Right.
You could stay down, you could be the sad person, but what is that going to do? You're just going to keep going down a rabbit hole. As long as you keep, getting knocked down and rebuilding, that's the goal in life, is to always just bounce back and bounce back. I would just tell everyone, clear eyes, full hearts can't lose. Just focus on what you want. Don't let anyone tell you anything differently, because there's going to be people that have an opinion. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. Doesn't mean it's the right opinion, but you can't think about that and let that control what your thoughts are, because you have your own thoughts in your head, and that's what you are. You control your own destiny as long as you know what you want and you put in the work to get there. It seems easy. Anyone could be rich or anything, but there's so many components that are like that.
And this boxing world, you got your ups, you got your downs, and you can't let the lows get too low and the highs get too high. Like my good friend Bob Santos always said, keep it going.
Keep
right
it going,
down the middle, man.
Keep it going and discipline, right? And I learned in boxing, you have to have a pretty good emotional intelligence to last a long time on any level. There's so many different dynamics that come in ways that you can get into boxing. It's truly a soap opera. Every day you see things unfold, and how people even, build their careers and get into the historical place that they want to be.
And if I could add to that, this boxing world is a very, very small community.
Wow.
Always do the right thing, because when you start doing the wrong things, the word's gonna get out. You gotta always keep it straight, do the right thing, because this is a small world. It's a small community, and you're gonna run into these people years and years and years down the road. So just always keep the peace and do the right thing. That's my advice.
Yeah, and don't get caught up in all the noise of what someone said about the other person.
Yeah.
Because certain people just don't work well with everybody. And
Yeah.
like I'm not everybody's on everybody's menu in life, and that's something that you got to figure out, and you got to be okay with that. But you don't want to take yourself off the menu, being something that you're not in any profession. I was gonna go back and talk about some historical things that took place, and one of the monumental historical things that took place, and a lot of people may see it differently.
Yep.
But Crawford and Canelo.
Amazing.
What historical value did you see there, and do you think was it historical from his
I
standpoint?
mean, when we were promoting the fight and talking about it, a few weeks before, we were like, okay, who's the bigger man? Who's the smaller man? He's jumping up, 2 weight classes to take on arguably one of the best fighters in the last 10 years in Canelo. But like we always said, Terrence Crawford, man, he's just another animal. And you can tell that by the people he's with. He's with the great Andre Ward. He's with Shakur. I mean, those guys never lost, man. These guys are Olympians. And it just showed in that fight how his mindset overcame any doubt. He went in there and pretty much, in my opinion, kind of dominated that fight.
Mm-hmm.
He used his angles, he was circling the right way, he was letting his hands go, and to me, he dominated that fight. And what I love about Crawford is he let it all hang out. There was no fakeness in him. He's one of the realest fighters you're ever gonna see. And the most beautiful thing I think about the whole thing is he retired and went off into the sunset.
Yeah, and
one of the best ever.
No, and the thing about it is like the boxing IQ. I watched the fight back a few times. I said, okay, I'm gonna watch the footwork this time. I was like, geez, he was really putting on a show. It was almost like I'm gonna do everything I can because he almost knew, I got this. This is all I have to do. I boxed, I battled, he shifted, he weaved, he did everything you could possibly do in a fight to say, hey, this guy has one hell of an arsenal. And I didn't know he had that. When I went to the Spence fight years ago, I'm thinking, Spence got it because you've seen so many people just get mopped, right? Like real quick. And it just showed me that ring generalship is really, in IQ, and is really important. That guy is a very, very smart boxer. And he's one of the best I've ever seen, in my opinion.
And what did you think about selling out Allegiant Stadium?
I think that was stellar. That was awesome. That was the first real
insane.
American actual stadium show.
Yeah.
You had a pro Canelo card because he's the one that sold it out, but Crawford went and upset everyone as an underdog, as a bigger man or a smaller man coming up to fight the bigger man, and he looked like he was just having fun in there, So not all small men that come up just lose.
Right.
So the small man can always win.
No, and that was another thing.
I don't really like calling him a small man because he's taller.
Yeah.
On that day, he was the bigger man.
He was the bigger guy.
You know what I mean? So he rehydrated well. He did everything he had to do to get ready for that fight. And I got to applaud the fans from Omaha. They came out deep. There was a lot of Canelo fans, but there was a lot of Terrence Crawford
There's
fans.
a lot of Terrence
They
Crawford.
came out deep, and they supported their boy from Omaha, Nebraska.
Well, he has a different kind of character that goes along with a great personality. He doesn't bring all that extra vibrato and static. It's just enough. It's just enough. And so you're gonna get guys who favor those type of guys if they keep winning. So that's really good. Shout out to some good promotion there in Allegiant Stadium. It was another great thing that happened in our city.
I have to say that was a Turkey Al-Shiki event. They did a really good job, Ring Magazine.
Yep.
Man, it was a great event, and I had a great seat. Thank you, Jim Boone.
Thank you, Jim Boone.
Yeah, turkey's no jive turkey. Shout out to
man.
old people like me. That's an old saying. I gotta throw my stuff in there. Women's boxing.
Yes.
Let's get into a little bit of that.
Yep.
It's going
They had a
somewhere.
great year last year.
What's that?
They had a great year with MVP.
A great year.
Netflix is getting into women's boxing with most valuable promotions. They signed the best champions. They just announced Ronda Rousey and UFC, or they're not UFC, they're Octagon fighter. They're doing, I guess it's UFC promotion.
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
Octagon fighting, I guess.
Yeah, I got to give a lot of credit to Nikisa and my good friend Mike Lenardi at MVP. They're really,
Jake Paul making
Jake
it all
Paul,
happen, for getting in that ring and getting his
Yeah.
ass whooped to make all the fighters under his promotion have an opportunity to be on Netflix.
Come on,
Yeah.
man. Shout out to Jake. Come on,
Shit.
man.
Hey, I got to give
There's
Jake
other
Paul
ways.
I ain't
There's
getting
other
in there
ways.
fight.
Hey, there's
Hell
other
no.
ways you have to set it up.
Yep.
He set it up.
Hey, man, I give him a lot of credit. To go in there and
Yeah.
step to Anthony Joshua.
Man,
what-
he teed it up for a lot of people. Come on, he's putting it together because he's
I
going
applaud
into
him.
another business.
I was at that
vertical.
fight. It was packed. It was in Miami.
Wow.
Yep.
It was
Awesome.
popping.
Yeah, so the back to the women's boxing.
Yeah.
Claressa Shields is fighting this weekend.
Yes.
She's arguably in that Crawford, as a female side, she's the GOAT woman of all time.
Yeah.
I do believe she's just signed a major contract, multi-million-dollar contract. So she earned her way to that bag.
Yep.
My good friend Jim Boone, we just mentioned him earlier. He's the one that sells the tickets out there in Detroit.
Nice.
He says when she fights, everybody comes out to
Yeah.
support her.
She has Rick Ross, and she has a little bit more culture behind her, and not
Yeah.
just the typical boxing. So she's crossed over.
Yep.
I think that helps her, and she deserves everything. She was in the amateur system for a long time, a few Olympics. She
has a
turned
movie.
pro. She had a movie.
She's doing it.
She's doing it. Dimitri Salita, congratulations.
Yes.
Salita Promotions, Jim Boone, who helps out, and everyone over there. It's awesome.
Gabrielle Fundora.
Yep.
Yeah, she's
She is another amazing fighter. She thinks she became the youngest undisputed champion.
Yeah, she's never
Ever.
losing. She's never losing, in my opinion.
She's badass.
She's
yeah,
sharp,
no doubt.
yeah.
So in your mind, as it stands, do you think we have enough women's boxers to sustain the sport of women's boxing up and coming?
Yeah, most definitely.
I
think
do
so.
believe
Yeah.
so. I mean, Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, they did, World War III, had a good fight. But I applaud Amanda Serrano. She gave Reina Tejas an opportunity on short notice. Reina, a fighter I promote with Box Lab Promotions, went out there in Puerto Rico and gave her a good fight.
12 3-minute rounds.
Yes.
Not
and
was it
that's-
just 12-2 or
No,
10-2? It was 3 minutes.
It was 3
I'm a big fan of
which
3-minute rounds.
which women want.
Yep.
But they're
They
saying,
do.
yeah. I mean, if that's what they want, give them what
If
they want.
UFC does 5-minute rounds, women should be able to go 12 3-minute rounds. I mean, I don't see why.
Some.
Yeah, and UFC, plus you get
I mean,
a
if they
couple,
agree to it, they should.
you get a couple free licks at the end when you're incapacitated too. Huh? So come on, give the 3
I
minutes.
mean, they held their own main event. A lot of people tuned in when Katie Taylor and Serrano fought.
Yeah.
So they've proven. And another example is Claressa Shields. These are the main events on these cards, and they're selling out. So we got to give
Collecting
props.
straps.
We got to give props to women's boxing and everybody that supports it. So I
Yeah.
applaud the women these days.
Me too, and I applaud it like you're saying, and I don't like looking at women's boxing as a line item to men's boxing.
Yeah.
I've been entertained equally,
Yeah.
sometimes even more, just
Me too.
depending on the matchup.
Some of the best fights I've ever seen were two women going toe to toe.
And we're not talking about what people think is a cat fight. We're talking about the art of boxing at an elite level. So that's what I like about the women's boxing. It's really become something that you can't look at as secondary. So keep bringing it, ladies. We're
here to support you,
We're here to
100%.
support that 1,000%.
I want to go over some upsets of 2025.
There were so many. There were many. Yes.
There were a few, right? What were one of your more favorite upsets of the year?
I don't want to say favorite, but
What about Rolly? What about Rolly and Ryan?
Rolly, I mean, I just had a feeling Rolly was going to win that fight because when they sparred here in Vegas, Rolly got the best of him. So the fear factor of, I'm fighting Ryan Garcia, that shit was out the
So
window.
does that fall into the category of an upset if you feel like he was going to win? Because
Well-
some people didn't give him a chance. So is it an upset to the general public, to a specific side? Or is it more of, like, if you know, that he was always
Well,
gonna
I
win?
felt like he was gonna, because I felt like Rolly was gonna
Right,
win.
you guys both thought that.
Now there's some energy that you get around certain people. So one time I had met Rolly through you. Another time when I seen Rolly, he was really focused ringside. I walk up to him And instead of me saying hellos before the fight, he looks at me and goes, "Never doubt me." And I looked at him, I was like, "Brother, young brother, I ain't doubted you." He just said,
No, Rolly,
"Don't
really,
ever
really.
doubt me." I says, "I never doubted." And when I looked at him, I looked back at my wife and I says, I think he's getting ready to do something. It's like,
Well, when he dropped him,
yeah,
that just set
it
the
did
tone,
surprise me,
and it
though.
just took the heart out of Ryan
Yeah.
Garcia.
Yeah.
Felt
Who
like the
knows
roles-
what mindset he was in at the time.
And there was some boxing going on,
Yes.
so you can't
No,
sit up
Rolly
here and go,
could box.
He was
Yeah.
boxing, so
Yeah.
don't want to hear that anymore. He looked he looked in shape. He looked a little bigger than before.
Yeah, he did.
But I don't know what that was. It could have been how I was seeing it, but he looked really good that day. And it was just clean slate. I'm going out here focused, and I'm going to whip some ass, and it went his way.
Yeah, and that fight was in New York. That was another Ring magazine fight.
That was actually in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
That was the first one they've ever done actually in the garden, or not the garden,
In
Now,
Times Square.
It
Times
broke
Square.
some hearts because
No,
there was people thinking that they were going to go and see it.
Yeah.
They had to look up and see it. But hey, that's still monumental.
Exactly.
Again, Turkey Al-Sheikh is bringing
Now,
the way he does it is his culture, is his way.
Yeah.
I gotta make a comment on the next upset. A good friend of mine and a fighter I represented as a publicist, Caleb Plant, got knocked off by Armando Resendez, who actually was my fighter when they fought.
Wow.
Man, that was a crazy, crazy upset. You know, Armando.
You didn't expect that one.
I
Rolly,
didn't expect
you
it.
knew.
I did not
Rolly.
expect it. I mean,
should've let the
Caleb's a
people
hell of
know.
a fighter. You know, but that day, Resendez was hungry. He wasn't falling into any games. If you look at all the press conference, the weigh-in, all the stuff leading up,
The glove
Ju-
section.
all that stuff, all you just saw was Armando Resendez just smiling. You couldn't get into his head. And that's what I advise all these fighters to do. When anybody's coming at you, just smile.
Gotta keep gotta keep the
Yeah, just keep
noise
the
out.
smile going, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I got to applaud to Manny Robles.
Yep.
To me, he's one of the top trainers. He just had another upset win with Brandon Figueroa. So, man, that whole team that day, it was pretty incredible, man, to see Armando Resendez, you know, get that win over Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant will be back. Caleb Plant's a warrior.
No,
He's a dog. I know him personally. He is one of those guys who's never going to back down. He'll be back. So
I want to see him versus Charlo.
I think that fight's in the mix right now.
That would
I
be a
don't
good
know.
That'd be
matchup.
fun.
Yeah, that'd be
They have a
good.
little beef.
Everybody
and
wants
Yeah.
to see that fight, so let's make it happen. Fans, comment wherever you are, whatever platform you are watching this video on. Go comment and let's call for that Caleb Plant Charlo.
Who's gonna make that fight? Is it Turkey Al-Sheikh or what promoter can make that fight?
I think that's a PBC thing, you know.
Louis de Cubas. All right, Louis
Yeah,
de
Big
Cubas.
Lou.
Louis.
Yeah, we need
Lou Deasy? Yes, sir.
Lou Deasy. Oh,
Yes, yes, yes.
nice. Yeah. So, any other upsets that you could think of off the top of your head? I know we had some low-level 8-round bouts that were some upsets on some smaller promotions, but
I mean, those are the two that stand out.
yeah.
Just another, that's why boxing is such a great sport. Anybody can go there and upset you on any given day.
Might
It's
not
just
be a
who's-
day.
Yeah, it's like who prepared for war that day, whose mindset was at the right, who rehydrated, just all the stuff that goes into fight week, the training camps. You got to be feeling good on fight night, man. You know, you could have a really, really bad camp, but on fight night, things come together. You could have a really great training camp, but a couple days before fight week, maybe the weight loss, the weight cut wasn't great, and then boom, you know, your performance on fight night just wasn't what you expected.
I always say.
But I applaud all these guys, everybody, man. They're all putting their life on the line. Got to always remember that. Anybody who says you're a bum and this and that, man, you guys just don't know. To step in that ring,
Man.
you got to have some balls,
Man.
right? You got to really, really, really understand what it takes to step in that ring.
Yeah, well, what people don't understand is you have some of these guys at 6 years old, they've been throwing these things millions of times.
Yep.
It's been landing on something. Then you got these guys who, yeah, I could fight, and they've thrown them maybe 400 or 500 times at something hard all their life, no footwork, and they don't understand the running, the dedication, the jump roping, the
Hours.
sweat, the hours of the
Discipline.
time, and they're practitioners of knocking people's heads off. And that shouldn't be discounted, and it's very dangerous. You're going to watch it, you want to see a knockout, but you never want someone to pass away, lose their life, or lose their capability.
Never that.
Because that happens a lot, over time. They're putting on a show for us with something they love.
Sport.
Very dangerous to hurt business, and sometimes hurt for life.
And
business.
just imagine, if you get rocked in the first round, you got a concussion, you got to go fight 12 more rounds in a championship fight. In football, you get a concussion, you're out of the game. You're out for 2 weeks.
Yeah, new football.
This is a different world.
New football, you get to go in that little cozy tent. No telling what they probably give you.
In this boxing game,
Shoot you
man,
up.
you can get rocked early and then, have to fight and come back. I mean,
That's a will to condition too.
Yeah, man.
Because if you get hurt and recover, that's how you know you're in shape, and people can come back off of that.
We
It's
seen
when
that.
you get hurt.
We seen that
we
happen.
Saw that.
We seen this happen.
Champ and the new.
He was
Bruce
here, wasn't he?
Carrington.
We gonna
Bruce
switch. We
Carrington.
gonna
Might as
move
well
forward.
just
We seen
segue
it.
into that.
We might as well just jump on forward. Who was up in here?
And that was-
Shoe who? Shoe York.
Shoe York City.
Man, Shoo, man, congratulations.
Shoe World Order.
We'll get Shoe back here.
Yep. I mean, if you dissect that fight, they were both going at it in the first couple rounds. Castro was throwing a crazy right hand, missed. Shushu was coming back, countering. He landed one on the top of Shushu's head, kind of got him a little dizzy, a little buzzed. But like you just said, these guys are in great shape. Shushu was in great shape. He came back, he weathered the storm, and he five-pieced him out of there.
Yeah, you know what I love that Shoe did?
5-piece.
Shoe,
sir.
he adjusted his defense.
Yes.
Because he was getting caught
Yeah.
when he was coming back up.
Early, yeah. He was
Right.
kept pulling out. And
Kept pulling out.
And he was getting hit, and then he
But
finally.
IQ again, the man knows.
Yep.
He knows what he's doing.
Yes.
He adjusted. An adjustment is very important. I see in like anything else.
Yep.
He pivoted it back, adjusted, and it just shut that down.
Yes.
Then he put his stuff together very nice. I think one of the best knockouts I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he was fighting in New York at Madison Square Garden, right? The great Mike Tyson is from Brownsville.
Right.
Shushu's from Brownsville. I think Danny Jacobs is in that area. And I think he was the first one out of all those guys to win actually in the Garden.
That's great.
So now he is the king of New York, the modern day king of New York right now. That's Shushu Carrington.
Shoe got
Congratulations.
greedy on that combo. I said, damn, Shoe. In my mind, I was like, I can't wait to see him. I said, man, how you gonna knock the guy out 5 times in one before he hits the ground?
It was amazing.
That was amazing. It's like, damn, he knocked him out 1, 2, 3, 4,
And-
5.
and
That
what-
body shot was
And what
awesome.
makes it so great is like he had to handle adversity. He got rocked, early in that fight.
Right.
And there was a couple of times, and then he came back. He weathered the storm, and he came back and he took him out. That's what this sport's all about, and that's what inspires people. So, man, and I love the victory parade he went on.
Yeah.
It was just a beautiful thing, man.
Yes.
New York embraced him, and we can't wait to get him back on here again.
Yeah.
Man, and shout out to the coaches. Coach K.
Coach K.
Come on, man.
Coach Derek.
Derek,
Coach
yes,
Derek.
yes.
Man, you
Smart.
guys are amazing guys. And every time I see you guys, man, you are just stand-up type of guys.
Yep.
And I said I was going to come over there and get in shape, but Coach K scared me. I said, Coach K, I ain't coming to fight. I'm coming to work out. I'm trying to stay healthy.
And for those of
They
you
serious trainers, man.
that just never experienced winning your first title, I did it with Robert Guerrero. When you're in a corner and you're part of a team that wins a world title for the first time, I mean, there's just nothing like it. It's just the feeling of elation, all the hard work, all the grinding you had to go to get there, and to win that first world title, I mean, there's just nothing like it. You know what I mean?
And they've been with
Been
him from day
blessed.
one.
Been
Okay.
blessed to have that experience, and I know those coaches, that all his teammates, all his people, man. I know what they're feeling that night. What a great feeling it was.
Yeah. And
Coach
K.
Derek, Coach Derek was so happy. I saw him on, I think it was on Instagram. He was shedding tears of joy
Oh,
because he knew the work that kid put in, and they all work together.
They all
man.
put in the work.
You
Yeah.
see what happens with a good team. It's like you guys.
You can't do it
You
all
gotta
by
have good
yourself.
team
No,
members.
To all
right?
you young fighters, it ain't. I always tell these guys, all right, you young fighters, it ain't about you, okay? it's not about you. It's about the team around you.
Right.
If you guys can keep the mindset about your people and taking care of them, you're gonna go far. And likewise, all the people around the fighter, like me, I'm a publicist. It ain't about me. It's about the fighter. So if everybody kept that mindset, man, that's the teams that go the farthest.
Yeah.
Right?
And Kay and Derek started from 0-0. They turned him pro. So
Wow.
it wasn't like he just was 16-0 and came over to train. They built him up from the amateurs to the pros, and that's what shows you what a real good trainer is.
Right.
It's just getting Manny Pacquiao when he's 31-1, and all of a sudden,
Right.
you know, they started from nothing, made something, built him up, and won a world champion. So
Yeah, and
that's amazing.
And these strength and conditioning coach, like Coach Derek, they got their little tricks and they got their little secrets.
Yep.
And you know what? This is a validation when they win that world title. It's a validation of all their hard work, all their knowledge,
Yep.
and they see it come to fruition when they win that title. So
Yeah.
hats off to that whole entire team.
Yes.
What a great group they are.
So we were kicking back the other night, and I saw a picture come through with Dana White, and it was you, Brendan. And I know that that was pretty cool because I missed that night before last or so.
Sunday night.
And talk a little bit about what you know about the Zuffa Boxing entering the scene.
Yeah, the Zuffa Boxing, obviously Dana White leading the top of it. They're coming into boxing.
Yeah.
He's on a kind of a hot streak to sign people. They want to get into boxing. Dana White has been a fan of boxing before he ever started the UFC.
Yeah.
His boxing background and just like the streets and like where he grew up in, he created a little like UFC system with boxing and added on the other stuff, the combats and the martial arts. And what he's doing for boxing is great. Like Mario said, whatever the fighter needs, if there's another platform, it's great. More promoters, in my opinion, are better than one because it makes it more fun. It makes competition. You know, maybe I have my stable, I want to go fight Dana White's stable and see who's got the best fighter.
Hey, that's what it's all about, right?
You know,
And I
who's the
think
best
that's
promoter?
what people have to
Not
understand.
I can take everyone because I have the most money and I got that. No, who's the best promoter and who does
That's
the best
right.
by the fighters, and that's what's going to pay off at the end of the day.
One of the things I like is here at Global Boxing Network, we're not greedy. This isn't about our show or any narcissism about our own particular things that we're doing. This particular network is for everybody. It's to even talk at times about our competitors. Because sometimes we do represent other fighters here. We have our own promotions and things that we do. But that does not help the sport of boxing by partitioning everybody. It's about taking this symbolism of triumph together, because without the fighters and good competition, there would not be a business model that's in place.
Yeah.
And right now, the business model of boxing is having a makeover and a resurgence, in my opinion. And there are some things that come with it that's been dirty in the past and malnourished in business practice. But I think for the good direction, as I see in light of the future, I see some people really coming together, whether at first I didn't understand what they were doing, coming together to try to make it a better sport for all athletes, including amateur to pro.
Yeah.
So what do you guys feel about boxing and the direction it's headed at this moment?
Well, I have to say, this Zuffa boxing movement, they're on NBC. It's a Peacock thing, right? So if you have
Paramount.
Oh, Paramount, I'm sorry.
Paramount.
Forgive me. It's a
Paramount Plus.
Plus platform. CBS, I do believe.
CBS.
Yes.
Yeah, CBS.
So it's a CBS platform where you can watch these fights, you know, for free, which is the model now for the UFC. No more pay-per-views. So in that regard, I think it's a plus to have these fights on network television. And this last card they just had, there were some pretty vicious knockouts.
Yeah.
The one that just passed. So they're gaining momentum, and like you said, the more the better. PBC is still operating. You got your platform with Manny Pacquiao Promotions, DAZN. Box Lab. There's a lot of
Viva Promotions, baby.
Yeah, everybody's still putting on shows, and you know the cream's gonna rise to the top. And what we want to see, we want to see the best fighting the best.
Yeah.
Right. And let's highlight the guys coming up. Right.
Last subject before we go. We're gonna highlight like the guys coming up. That's something that we always want to do on the show. But one of the things we wanted to go to is when a lot of people could advance their own, ideals about rematches. Something that, give me 3 of your rematches you feel that should and have to happen soon.
So Mario.
Rematches.
You want me to start?
Go ahead, you can start. Let me just wrap my head around it.
Pitbull Cruz, Isaac, Gervonta Tank Davis.
Okay.
So what about Pitbull Cruz and Tank Davis?
Not Roach again, but Tank.
I think Tank. I mean, the Roach one, we can get a rematch, but I think the rematch would be to show Pitbull is going to win even more dominant.
So
the
you want to
Tank
set
one,
that
I
up.
think the rematch for Pitbull and Roach, I think Pitbull won. You know, maybe he saw it this way. Pitbull won that fight. I sat ringside. Maybe I'm a little biased, but Pitbull controlled. He took off from round 6, 7, and 8 and kind of boxed because he was just going forward and Lamont was just running. So he was like, fuck, or screw it, come chase me. So he started moving around a little bit, whatever. And he knocked him down. And then the ref took the point, and that's what made the difference. So whatever. That one I'm okay. I don't want to see a rematch.
I got you.
Tank, okay. Now, arguably the first fight, Pitbull was a nobody. He was just this Hispanic kid coming over. Rolly was supposed to fight Tank at the time. Rolly had some legal issues. And then this kid popped in 2 weeks before the fight, Pitbull Cruz. Everyone thought he was gonna go 3 rounds, 2 rounds. By the 7th round, everyone's on the edge of their seat. Oh, crap, Tank's actually gonna fight. And so that's my first one. Second one, Caleb Plant and Resendiz.
How's it say?
I want to see Caleb Plant Resendiz because Caleb now knows him. You know, if the guy's really better fighter than him, then he'll go out and beat him again. But Caleb maybe will make some adjustments. Maybe he didn't take him seriously. Who knows? Maybe he was hurt, like you said. Fight week, you look different than you did. Okay. But that one, and then the third rematch, Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney.
Oh, you took mine, man.
That's what I want to see.
Man, he stole it.
Ryan Garcia
well, I don't
and
have
Devin
nothing else to
Haney.
say.
Everybody wants to see.
That's it for me.
And the way that they can do a rematch is Ryan wins. Ryan is the 147-pound WBC champion. And what does Devin have? The WBO 147.
First.
Okay.
So it'd be a unification rematch.
First.
He has to beat Mario Barrios, which
Mario Barrios is my guy, so I gotta back him up,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Everybody's sleeping on Barrios. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Barrios with Joe Goosen,
Yeah.
Bob Santos, he's gonna be ready. And don't be surprised if he puts on a performance of a lifetime and takes this dude out. I'm just saying.
takes him out.
I'm just saying.
So he's going to do a different game plan than Manny Pacquiao fight? Because the Manny Pacquiao fight, he could have stepped on the
Styles
gas.
make Fights, new minds around the kid can make a difference. Joe Goosen's a different animal. I've been with Barrios for many, many years. I've been with him in this camp. He's ready to go. So that fight is this Saturday.
Yes.
A few more days right here in Las Vegas at T-Mobile Arena.
Yep.
Gonna be a great fight on the zone, pay-per-view, and Barrios is my guy, man. And I'm behind him 100%.
Hey, man.
Yeah, man.
It's really
It's unbiased opinion.
Yeah, I mean, hey, and you want to know? It's like once you meet certain people, and
Right.
I've been around Garcia. I don't get a bad vibe or nothing from him. He
both nice
seems a
kids.
pretty cool
Yeah.
guy, right? But I've been around, Barrios, thanks to you and some of the people I've been around from both of you guys and myself. That's just a good camp of people, and the mom and the dad.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's like not a whole bunch of jawing and stuff.
No, they're just happy. Not
It's just
They're
a good,
Texas folks.
this good old-fashioned Texas people.
San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah,
shout
man,
out.
come on. I just would like to see a really good fight.
Oh, it's gonna
In
be
my
a good
opinion, from what I'm seeing in the focus category,
I mean, this is gonna be an action-packed fight.
This is
Everybody
gonna
should
be a big
tuning
one.
in, buy your pay-per-view. This is gonna be a great fight. Going back though to the upsets, to the rematches.
Yes.
Lester Martinez.
Yep.
Not a big name.
No, that was a fight. I want that rematch.
His opponent.
Yep.
Remind me again. What was his name?
The French or the Canadian.
Kid. Yeah. I can't think of his name right now.
Me either.
But Lester
crazy.
Martinez. That fight was
Christian Mabili.
Yeah, there you go.
That was a draw.
That was a really
Draw.
good fight. They were throwing blows, going at it. I would like to see that one.
Yes.
Now, what about your boxing donkey talk? Like, what you would say, what would be something that disappointed you in boxing?
Disappointing.
Something disappointing.
Yeah.
I
in
mean,
the year of 2025?
And just in the last 4 months of.
Well, I just don't like when fighters are running, right?
What is running?
Just
That's
running,
a very.
just running around, not throwing punches. 10 punches around. I think Turkey Alashiki called it Tom and Jerry fights.
Mm-hmm. That's
That
someone that chased
really
you.
what upsets me the most is just Tom and Jerry. I mean, call me sick, call me demented, but I like to see guys throwing blows.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. And
I
think
mean,
that's for
what
most
about
fans.
skill set? You got
I
guys
get it.
doing Philly shell. They're using their defense. They're not throwing a lot. They're taking their shots. They stepping forward, backwards. They're using boxing skill set. That oftentimes is considered running. I don't know if is that considered running to you guys?
No.
I mean, there's
a difference
strategic.
between running. I
There
give you
is.
an example of running. Guillermo Rigondeaux and John Rio Casimiro. He ran. If you go to the 8th round, he literally turned his back and ran.
Took
to
off
the
running.
corner.
He did track.
He ran a little bit, and
Yeah.
he was running all night, running. He didn't want to be in there. Shakur, he isn't running, but I think the same way Crawford was, there's such a dominance where it looks so much easy.
That it
where
looks like it's not
He's
making.
not even doing anything. Where he's
He's-
just trying to hide and
It's
just
like
not
you're
afraid.
tapping the guy up.
Right.
You're using it's fun almost.
But
yeah.
because when Shakur fought Zepeda, he didn't run. He sat on the ropes and kind of just let Zepeda fight there, and he won 120 to 109, and he didn't run. So he won the same thing, running or not running. So I think it's just you like Mexicans, or you just want war. You just want car crashes. You don't
but
want
I
to see.
appreciate the sweet science.
Yeah, no,
Well,
me
I
too.
mean,
Like Shakur when he just fought Teofimo Lopez. I mean, he walked him down with a strategic 1-2. I
Yeah.
mean, man, he was on fire that night.
Yeah, I think when someone's so dominant, it gets boring because it's
Yeah.
not fun.
Nah,
It's just
you're
like
right,
a
you're
one-sided
right.
affair.
The disappointment I have is this. Talk shit. But let's don't get into the racism and bringing people's mom and stuff, because I'll turn on you. I'll turn on you.
Yeah.
You get to talking about people, and I'm like, oh man, you got me, won me over, I love you, and then all of a sudden you like, you the young hero, come on nephew,
Yeah.
and then nephew over there saying stuff about people's races and stuff. And when I see that, it makes me go, well, shit, karma, now I can't even cheer for you because I have my own
One thing,
people I have to say,
One
like,
thing
it's not cool.
I would wish they would put in these contracts like the NFL. Man, you can't be cussing and saying these things at the press conference. In the NFL, you get fined.
Really?
Right?
Or you get
No, you
fined for
can't-
throwing the football.
No, you can curse.
I'm just saying,
You
though.
can say certain words,
Yeah,
but you can't.
this-
Nah.
Boxing used to be a gentleman's sport. It's got to go back.
Yeah.
to
Well,
being
now
a
Muhammad
gentleman's
Ali,
sport.
he
Yeah,
cursed, but he didn't talk. He said it
He
certain
did it in a
ways,
classy,
though.
classy way.
But we're talking about. I don't even want to say it because
Yeah,
it's kind of
yeah.
like a streaker
yeah,
running
yeah.
across the field butt naked.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah.
put the camera in them. I don't want to say
Yes.
it. I think everybody's smart enough to know
No,
what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
Yeah, definitely.
We have 3 different ethnicities here
Yeah.
at this table, and I love y'all.
Yeah,
Yep.
love you.
And if I go up here and I love everything about your culture, I'm not that old-fashioned to discount your culture.
Yeah.
I love it. Just because I have a cultural, I'm not gonna call it indifference.
Right.
I'm gonna say it may be just different.
Yeah,
Okay, but I'm not gonna stand for that out of nobody's people doing that, and it just makes me mad.
Yeah.
I've seen people from my own ethnicity get up there and say stuff, and I was like, well, somebody, they need to cancel his little ass. You know who I'm talking about. So that's all I gotta say.
Like my good friend Arturo, Frisco Boxing, we're having an event there next Friday, February 27th. Like he always told me, if you want to get these big sponsors, the A-list
Right.
type of sponsors, you got to kind of clean it up a little bit. You know what I mean? If you want the soccer mom to tune in, you can't be, and it's boxing, I get it, but if we want to go crossover, you got to kind of just clean up the dirtiness of some of these just shit talking. You know what I mean? Like I know you might not disagree, but that's just me.
No,
I like to take it back to the gentleman's sport. where everybody respects each other and just throw blows with ease, not these.
You mean
As
I
you
just can't? I can't tell you if you go like this, I can't go. Because I mean,
You can
that's
maybe say that,
I'm.
but when you when it's just tacky.
But you know what I'm
Tacky,
saying.
Yeah. But when it gets tacky, you know what I mean? Then it just kind of turns it off.
I got a question. So there's fights this weekend, obviously. Ryan Garcia, Barrios. Your predictions, Barrios. Prophecy is, 50-50, maybe a little more Barrios.
I'm
Nobody
gonna
like
tell
both.
you what Okay, here's one thing I have to be careful of with my opinion. Sometimes it's like I get around a person, and I'm more of an energy guy than sometimes skill, because I seen it go my way off the energy. Some people goes the skill, and sometimes it doesn't come down to that.
It's correct.
It goes down to the feeling for me. I'm going with the feeling. Doesn't mean there's certain things Ryan says and does that got me on that talk, that there's things he said kind of hurts my feelings, because I look at him, bring my kids to him, oh, this is a good guy. And then he says some stuff and it goes, come on, Ryan. Man, I'm up here looking at you like the guy, right?
Make me look bad to my kids.
Make me
I'm
look
like, go
bad
look
to
at
my
this guy.
kids. I'm
Dad,
like,
he
this is
said
the
this.
guy, right? And it's like, come on, but he's a great fighter, and you can't take that away from him because he's there,
Yep.
in my opinion. I think I told you what I thought. I think Barrios got this. And you told me who you thought. But you was wrong the last two times I asked you too about two fights.
I think 7, 8, 9. Someone's going out 7, 8, 9.
8, 9, like knockout?
Yeah. 7, 8, 9. Someone's going out.
You're saying if you're a betting man, you got to bet on the under.
I don't know what the under is, but I just think 7, 8, 9. Someone's going out. By that round, 7, 8, 9, they're going to know each other. The fight's going to be warmed up. Mario's going to be either keep walking forward, getting hit, and Ryan's either on the back foot or Ryan's dog walking him. But their styles are good.
In my opinion, I think Ryan's going to have to really jab. He can't mix it up as much. I'm looking at Barrios, looks kind of big, and his legs.
Yeah,
that's what keeps him, the legs. I see guys with those type of naturally big, stout legs. He's got length. They both have some length to them, but I think Barrios has a little bit more length. Has a long torso as well, but the legs underneath that torso and the legs, that's a lot of times you look at the fighter, you got to look at the tools he's bringing to the table.
Correct.
And another thing, for a guy, when I'm standing next to him going like this, he's got very large hands for a person his size. You know, I'm like 192. He's sitting there, I'm looking at his hands, I'm going, man, this kid, and he seems very focused. And I just feel like that's the way it's gonna go.
Well, he is the underdog. Ryan Garcia is the favorite.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Ryan Garcia is the favorite in this fight. Everybody's doubting Barrios. So, I don't know. Barrios is a live dog, in my opinion.
What about the clash of styles with Richard Hitchens and Oscar Duarte?
That's going to be another
That's a
good
boxer,
fight.
come forward, Duarte and Hitchens, the skillful.
Style makes the fight, so it's a good matchup.
It's a great matchup.
I say Hitchens, know, just styles make fights. We'll see.
I don't know on that.
We'll see.
That's a crazy fight.
That's a crazy fight.
I also like Gary Antoine Russell Jr. He's a really good fighter, man.
That's a great fight, too.
He's fighting an undefeated
Japanese.
Who's putting that fight on? Where's that?
That fight's on the undercard of this weekend.
So that's this
Both
weekend.
those fights are on the undercard of
I didn't know that.
T-Mobile, show up, show out.
Once again, the matchups have been really good, and I think I'll see you guys there.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Fondora Thurman's coming up March 28th. That's going to be another fight. The Towering Inferno putting his 154 title on the line against
Kevin Newman,
one time.
And Kevin Newman's finally getting a chance. He's fighting the kid from Arizona, the Southpaw.
Okay.
So we're gonna do some Q&A here on the next show, right? What I want to know is when they doing these matchups, we want to know what they think, because we need that, right? We don't get that.
We need some predictions. I'm 0 for 2.
Sakai,
he's like 1-1.
Producers in here, we got to set it up where we can get a call in on the screen.
Our predictions.
And
we need a tracker, because I'm like 0 for 2, but I think I'm 2-0, but because there's no paper record.
There's
Bro,
no, we'll start.
All of a sudden you see tally marks, Brendan, like 0-3.
No, we'll start fresh. We'll start fresh after this.
Yep.
After
Then I'll be a little more strategic with my picks.
Okay? Because I still think there's some feelings involved with our pick.
100%.
Because you get around the guys that you like. It'd be like me choosing against you.
Yeah.
You could come in with one arm, I'm saying you're going to win. That's my guys, right? And so
Right.
I want to make sure it's fair.
Deontay Wilder, he's coming back in the mix, fighting Chisora.
Yeah, he may lose.
That fight's going to be in the UK.
He may
My
lose.
good friend Amir.
Yeah, MF Pro, right?
Man,
MF Pro?
here's how I look at that fight. I don't.
Yeah,
Well, I do.
I don't.
Because
I don't. I'm gonna tell you why. It's because after a while, you kind of look for a guy, and you don't want that person to get. If he doesn't win, I love the person.
Yeah.
But I don't want no one to demoralize himself. He's already caught up in the way, and I love him as a brother.
Yep.
And then it's like I have to defend him a different way. It's okay to lose
Yep.
and go away. It's okay, because you proved you can do your thing.
Yep.
But you lost in a certain way. Now, if someone cheated, you figure that out, and we're okay with that.
Yep.
But don't come in and hurt yourself, because you're a good person. Deep down in his heart, he means well.
He means well. He means
He
well.
means well.
Yep.
So yeah, going back to
don't look at
MF
it.
Pro, a new promotion starting with Amir Abdallah
Yeah.
and
Shout out Amir. Andrew Tate, right? Isn't
Wait.
he
no,
there?
it's a Cal Sauerland.
Yep, Kessel.
Right, so those guys are putting on some
Oh,
shows.
it's another promoter. See,
Another
more
promoter
promoters are
coming
great.
up.
More promoters
There's
are
going to
great.
be another fight here after the UK fight. They're coming back to the States. Then they're going to go to Asia. So they got a nice little 8-fight series they're going to be running. So shout out to MF Pro.
Got that big money.
Yep.
Got that big money? Hey, man, you got that big money?
I have to comment, though, on Brandon Figueroa knocking out Nick Ball in Liverpool. 12th round knockout.
Knocked him through the ropes, too.
What a knockout. Did you watch that
I expected that. Just how you thought, Rolly, I thought Brandon was going to win easy. So it's one of those,
bet
it was
on
one of those things. It
I
was one of
told
those
everybody
things.
to bet
He was
on
the underdog.
Brandon.
I was like,
Yeah,
that's
I
easy.
figured that, but I didn't think it was going to be like where he actually might have been losing.
He was up
Well,
on
yeah.
one scorecard on each of the. He was going to win the fight if he just lost the round. So
Really?
he was already winning. If he didn't win that 12th round, he won the fight. He was up.
Really.
Man.
That he knocked him out. That's what shows you.
Looking real.
You don't go to the scorecards. Go for it. Even in the 12th round.
He went for it, too, and he
He
got
flipped him.
Yeah.
12th
It
round.
was a knife. He got it.
My goodness. I was like,
Where's the knife?
I was jumping up and down, man, because I know Brandon. Good kid, the heartbreaker.
You have some
Bad
good stories
boy.
with him.
He's just a good kid, man.
Now it's hard to
After
keep up
hours
with all the
story.
fights. Remember, it was like you can catch stuff and it ain't enough. Now it's like,
You're gonna
I
miss
didn't know
it if
this
you
is
don't
there.
know.
You
Yeah.
gotta keep up on this shit, man. It's a lot.
Very good.
Got a comment too on Keyshawn Davis.
Oh,
Got-
man.
Oh
got a
my
nice
God,
man.
Keyshawn Davis, performance.
Our team's
Performance.
one of my guys, but you know he put up a good
But
fight.
man,
Keyshawn-
he came ready.
Yeah.
He came
Yeah.
back.
Yep.
I saw him getting baptized. He's
Yep.
doing everything he can to do everything
Yeah.
to show you I'm ready and I'm focused.
Yeah, and to speak on that, Bruce Carrington was amazing. Knockout, won the title, but Keyshawn impressed me like no
It
other.
was impressive.
I was like, wow.
You know what was impressive? That he was actually almost to the point where you're like, you get the guys that are overly confident.
Yes.
And you're thinking, he's doing all this extra. I was like, man, is this just to psych himself up? But he came in, bro. He was ready.
I got to give shout out to Jermaine Ortiz though. He put up a
Ready.
good fight against a really, really tough fighter.
I don't think he thought Keyshawn was gonna be that good.
Nah.
Keyshawn moved up in weight, and Keyshawn
No,
showed
that's
me.
that
showed,
thing. You never could discount
Nope.
what somebody's gonna do, man.
Nope.
He was ready and might have got slightly underestimated.
Yeah. So if Keyshawn fights, I'm picking him. Shakur. Those are my picks. Whoever they fight, don't catch me lacking.
Shakur just makes it so easy. It's like me writing on this paper.
Yeah. He's gonna go up to 160 and
Nice
win.
and
So
smooth.
don't doubt Keyshawn or Shakur. Those are my two. I don't think they can lose. So
What about some of these up and comers? I like Isaac Lucero, of course. He trains with Bob
Yeah.
Santos here in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
He's a bad boy.
yeah.
Puro Mexico. That's
Yeah.
his nickname.
Yeah.
And that boy can fight, man. I
Yeah,
like
makes fun
him.
fights.
Ernesto Tito Mercado.
Yeah.
I like Ernesto. I want to see him fight Devin. Give him a shot, cause that boy could punch, and he walks around with a lot of confidence. I really, really like Ernesto Mercado. Najee Lopez, Denier Perot. He's actually fighting this Friday. You'll be able to see him on the Box Lab YouTube channel. He's
Nice.
a heavyweight.
Yep.
So we got some guys coming up. Is there anybody else you think?
There's so many. 'Cause
there are so many.
I'm involved, so I could name off a bunch of them. So
Yeah.
I'd be missing some, but the Valle brothers are great. If we're talking about like Najee Lopez in the pro box.
Yeah.
You know, Top Rank has a good little stable. Emiliano Vargas is a stud.
Yes,
Right.
prospect of the year.
He's a
Yep,
stud.
yep.
No, he's showing me.
Yeah.
He's showing me that
Yeah, he's got the goods.
He's got the goods. Yeah,
He
it's
learned,
not
yeah.
just the name. He's really there to do stuff.
Yep.
So how will we wrap this up? What are we gonna do?
Well, if I can, let me just introduce what we got going in this building. You two are putting together something really special with the great Mike Tyson. It is the Mike Tyson Invitational. Speak on it, gentlemen. What's going to happen right here in this building?
Fights, no running, no Tom and Jerry fights. People are going to show up to fight. Mike Tyson's going to be here.
And this is an amateur event?
Yeah, amateur event that's been put on like a professional event. All the bells and whistles. Brendan is working very, very diligent with our team. I'm working more so on the business wrap around this whole thing. Brendan's promoting the Mike Tyson Invitational here in the RBC, the building that we're at, the Radiant Brand Complex, which was the former UFC building where they did 12 seasons of The Ultimate Fighter.
Yep.
This is our building here, and this is going to be amazing. They're going to dress this place up for one day of fights all day, but 3-day event that we're doing here that spans over at the Sahara, and a few special dinner nights with some of the top people in the business. We're excited.
Invite only event?
No, you could buy tickets.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go online, buy tickets, MikeTysonInvitational.com. Whoever wants to show up. We don't like to do invite only. We want everyone to have an opportunity.
Yeah.
If you're paying, you can come, you know. I don't want to just have to invite all my friends or, you know, I would just...
Well, what I love about what you guys are doing is we got to put a spotlight on these amateur kids. This is our college football scenario, right? College goes to the pros. We got to do the same thing for the amateurs. All these amateur kids need a platform, they need a spotlight, and we got to know who are these guys coming up. Who are the guys from Texas, from Cali, from New York, from Florida, right? From the Midwestern states. We got to know who they are. And if you don't know who they are, we're never gonna know who our rising stars are coming out of the amateurs.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I believe this is a great movement. This is what we're gonna need, and I think we're gonna continue to do shows like the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
we have right here.
So we had 3 Rumbles that we've done here. They were all successful. And this Invitational with Mike Tyson, it's been a lot of work. We work collectively with our teams, and it's been going pretty good. It's a lot of moving parts to it, but
and what day is this fight happening?
The Mike Tyson Invitational is a single-day event. It's happening March 14th, 2026. It'll be hosted at the Radiant Brand Complex in here. The address is 4301 South Valley View Boulevard, Suite 20, and the cul-de-sac. You know, bring your popcorn and come watch some great fights.
And I imagine more information will be presented soon on where to watch it.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of information coming out. We've done a lot of press on it already, but there's going to be a lot of advertisement, and it's going to be something that you don't want to miss, definitely.
And Iron Mike will be in the house?
Iron Mike will be.
Iron Mike will be.
He gonna be here.
There it is, folks.
He
Iron
gonna
Mike. Mike Tyson Invitational.
Yeah, they're
first of many.
First of many. They're gonna be. The kids are gonna be in the young professionals and the amateur ranks. They're going to be here battling for this belts, man. And when you see the Iron Mike Tyson belt, I'll fight for that belt.
Right,
it's beautiful.
right. I may sign up.
I'm super excited.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing, no doubt.
Well, there you have it, folks. The Global Boxing Network giving you the inside scoop to all things boxing. We're going out right now with my boy Brendan Givens and Prophecy Onassis.
Global Boxing Network.